Play action. Breeze. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grady Jarrett forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They're going to look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam. Free and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taken in at the 22. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Coleman. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley from 17 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Demario Davis in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Got it.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He's looking deep for Bell. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
12. Ready, what's that?
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
22!
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now Ryan on second down. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Freeman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, Ryan. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion. Force an incompletion and force another punt.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Josh Hill has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good set.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Ryan. Going deep here for Bryant. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ortiz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 15 and a first.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got it.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
You're good, you're good. 1-4, ready. Got it.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll go again with Bell. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A screen to Bell. And now running right through it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Ryan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd and short.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Breeze. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He's going to run. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Martavis Bryant, 50 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Gone!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Gone! All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
And they'll run it here. And he loses the football a second time. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Saints on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is third down and 12. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking for...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Back to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. There they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now Breeze got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.